Afghanistan has been a victim of devastating floods in the last few weeks. Ashraf played the role of a national hero perfectly when he came to the aid of people stuck in these floods. Let's first discuss his heroic act off the field. So, Ashraf, how are you doing today? Please tell us about the floods and what did you do for your own people?
Thank you so much, brother. I hope everyone is good and fine and doing well. Exactly as being a national player, we always try to help our people because what we are because of them. So whenever they need us, we will be always there and to help them. Yeah, actually, we have domestic. We had a domestic tournament here. It was going on. So on that day when our last game was, we played. So the night I went home and saw the people are suffering. So I called Rashid that we have to do and initiate something for the people who need us because the way flood came, people and children were missing there, and people were hungry. So when we discussed, so he also had in mind that how we can help them now at fast something to arrange. Then I told him like I'm gonna to go tomorrow, so we have a best option to provide them food. So then he said, "Yeah, that's a good idea." And then me and Zahir Khan, Yamin Ahmadza, we were free because we had games done here. So on the next day, we went there and we discussed and we tried to provide food and water to the all vulnerable people who were suffering there. So actually, it was a good feeling to help others. We started with a good intention. So when we reached there, we tried to give lunch and dinner around 300 people. So every day we try to cook the food for them, and we try to reach out those who are suffering from the flood. People didn't had homes or anything to eat. So that was what we could, our best to reach out there and did that. And the next upcoming time, inshallah, we will try to make more for them, to make homes for them. Inshallah, we will try that also.
What exactly has been your journey so far? Like, when did you decide to become a cricketer?
Actually, I think it was in our blood when I was a child playing cricket around the streets, then in the schools. So it was a passion about cricket. We didn't knew where we will go through or where our target will be. So we started. It was like we didn't care about the dirt. We didn't care about the sun. We were just playing cricket it was a big passion about this game, and we didn't knew we will reach one day to this level.
It's almost 10 years like when you made your debut, international debut. So, what has been the biggest learning so far representing Afghanistan cricket on an international level?
Exactly true. It needs a true commitment to it. If you see my career about my cricket, most of the time, as I see in the national side, I was there always. But the guys who is playing now, they are top of the player from Afghanistan. Even it's
Yeah.
Nabi, Rashid, Mujib. So they are best in the business because even they are best in the world. So because of that, I couldn't find the right spot or right opportunity to showcase my own cricket. Most of the time, I was traveling with the team almost from 10 to 15 years always, but always like a backup for them. That was a big thing because of the play these all guys was playing as a well, our spin department is top
Yeah.
in the world. So
Yes, yes.
saying that,
Absolutely.
so that was the big thing. So they are the best in the business, and I was as a backup, so couldn't find the right opportunity to showcase my things, and waited for it a long time, and still waiting for it.
What exactly is the reason for Afghanistan for producing such world-class spinners?
Yeah, exactly. If you see, I think we are lucky enough. The talent we receive from here, from the land of Afghanistan, because the passion about the cricket If you see Rashid is an inspirational for the youngster who is living here and playing cricket. Muhammad Nabi is also one of the legendary cricketer from Afghanistan. His role for Afghanistan cricket, and especially all those who played for the in the hard times, bringing this cricket to this stage. Who all were involved making this cricket more brighter, and the platform they set for the youngster. That's something we all youngster always be all will be grateful for from them, because of their hard work and their dedications toward this game. That was something extraordinary for us, and such a platform we got from them. So I think we have a lot of potential, especially in spin department in Afghanistan,
Yes.
in youngsters. So this all comes because of the inspiration, as like we have Rashid, Nabi, Mujib. All these guys are because when you see the guys who is living here, doing here, can achieve that milestone. So this give a big hope to the youngster to get to that level.
You were there in the 2014 Under-19 World Cup for Afghanistan. Do you have any memory of that campaign?
Yeah, true. I have, because I played under 19 and I was a top wicket taker from Afghanistan side. Then I
Yeah.
called by national side, and then again it was going like that. Actually, we beat Australia in that year. The way we beat, we got some hope like we can beat big teams like Australia. So that was our first time to beat in Australia. So in 2014, that was a very good achievement for us, in which we play a very good cricket, and that gave us a lot of memories from that game.
So, 10 out of the 15 players who were a part of Afghanistan side, they made their international debut for Afghanistan. So, do you rate that particular squad as one of the best?
I think from all under 19, the best team or the best bench was the guys who were playing in Australia and reached the semi-final. I think where Mujib and Naveen was captain. That was a very good side from Afghanistan, in all under 19 levels. That was the best, and other was when we were 2012 and 2014 was also very good side, and especially the 2020, I think, after that, which when we reached semi-final, that was also a good side.
So in 2014, Afghanistan played an unofficial test series against Zimbabwe, and in that series, Nasir Jamal, who was the captain of the under-19 team that you were a part of, in the second unofficial test match, and Nasir was declared out. Do you remember that incident?
Exactly, I still remember it, and you're reminding my
Yeah.
memory, especially. That was a core incident, especially when I went to national side my first time. And the match you are asking about, the incidents, I shouted on Nasir that run, so to disturb the wicket keeper. But he dropped it also, but umpire said you can't do that. And on that time, I didn't knew it. We were trying to do that things in the street cricket or domestic cricket, but that time I didn't knew like it's abandoned. You can't do that.
In a 2018 interview, you mentioned something like we have 11 MS Dhoni like stories in our team. So, like, can you please share a few inspiring stories?
I think yes, that's what I said when I was in India, and that's true because after seeing the MS Dhoni movie, I saw the way he struggled for his career and for the way he's start up the cricket. So if you see our all boys who is playing now or before, they all mostly of the boys are related from the poor families. So like they did a lot of hard work to get to this level, the suffering from all the boys, because we know we always share our stories. People, most of the boys didn't had food for to eat even, didn't had a home to live either. So a lot of guys have suffered a lot of things to reach this level. Most of the guys is retired even now. They also did a lot of sacrifices for the cricket as well. And the guys, even now, if you see the many guys, as now we reach to the like a big stage, big level cricket. Now got the money and the lifestyle get better. Before it was really hard to get to that level.
To 2021 T20 World Cup, you replaced Asghar Afghan in the squad. How did you feel like replacing someone like him in the squad?
Actually, exactly something it was needed for the team, but unfortunately the wicket. As Asghar Afghan played a vital role for Afghanistan cricket to make this level to the way we are now. So he contributed a lot well in his whole career for Afghanistan. So when he retired, so that captain and coach was looking for a spinner there, but on which wicket is Abu Dhabi, which is a betting friendly wicket. So on that wicket, even if it was in other ground like Sharjah or Sport City, then it could be a vital role for me. But in the Abu Dhabi wicket, there was no spin on it. So that was a decision taken by the captain and coach to get in place of Asghar Afghan.
2023 ODI World Cup. You were there with the team as a reserve player. How was your experience being in India?
To be honest, yeah, exactly. There were a lot of things to learn, especially with Sir Ajay Jadeja. Sir, the way he knew about the game, we learned a lot from him. Because of his knowledge about the cricket, that was something I never knew before. So I tried a lot to learn from him, the way he looked to the game, the way he have knowledge about this game, and he really helped us a lot in this during this World Cup. That was a special thing for me, and the way in India we have a lot of time before as well, because I'm traveling from last 12 to 13 years with the team, sometime in, sometime out, most of the time with the team as a backup for the bowlers. So that was something in the World Cup I learned, especially the way we reached to the game. That was something really well, and especially Sir Jadeja approach to the team, the way he gathered with us, so that was something we learned a lot from him as well. And in the event reaching to the we just missed to reach the semi-final. So that was also we did mistake. So then that time I got to know like we are a lot of talented, so we can go a long way better than this if we think a lot better and clarity to our mind.
So do you guys call Ajay Jadeja Sir Jadeja in the dressing room as well?
No, we were always saying to Sir him, and the way he was very friendly, and especially he was like just a family from us, because the way he indulged with us, from his heart was with us, because his back family is from Afghanistan as well. Maybe a lot of people don't know him, and his core and his heart was with us a lot. So the indulge of him, really all boys were very passionate about him, to learn a lot of things from him.
So talking about the ODI World Cup only, so you defeated three former world champions, England, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So according to you, which was the best among the three?
I think there is no doubt about it. The win from Pakistan was a lot bigger achievement for us, because for it we were waiting a long time before. Because we missed I think 3-4 times to beat them in World Cups, in the series. So in this event, almost we were eagerly to beat Pakistan. and that's what something happened in that World Cup. So that was a big achievement for all of us because that was a very big thing for us.
So, what was the environment in the dressing room post win over Pakistan?
All were very excited and very happy. A lot of the guys, I think we haven't slept all night that night. So that was
Okay.
a day for all of the players, for us to remember it.
So Jonathan Trott was there as the coach for the Afghanistan team. So how do you rate him as a coach?
I think he's a very committed man. He's a very professional. The way he treats us, he work with us. I think 24 hours because his mind is always with us, and he never miss any opportunity that we are making mistake. So he was really committed, and the way we work for the World Cup, I think many people don't know. We had a 1 month camp in Dubai, and we had a very big sessions and a very hard work. All the boys put for the World Cup.
Okay, so did you receive any particular message from Nabi or from the management, like when you were dropped from the team?
When Nabi was in the captain in Asia Cup, he even told me like I want you to win the squad. But sometimes there is things which I think you can't say anything on it. But Kudan coach was also wanted it, but there was for them for the ACB didn't thought on that way, so they were looking for something for the betterment of the team. So sometimes it happens like that. You drop being a player. Sometimes you are in the team, and sometimes you are the drop. But the better player is good who improve his game a lot because of the traveling a lot with the teams. We can't get a lot of practice sessions when you are not playing. So that's something you are missing a lot of things. And because of me traveling with the team from last 12 to 15 years, that's something I miss. Like most of the domestic matches, I haven't played first class. So that's something. And there in the events when there is matches, so most of the focus on the playing guys who are preparing for themselves for the playing 11s. So that's also needed for the time. So that's something I learned a lot from it.
Asian Games, and you were a part of Afghanistan for that particular tournament, and Afghanistan won the silver medal in that. So how was your experience, like winning a silver medal for Afghanistan at a stage like Asian Games?
Yeah, it was a very good feeling, and we were a very good side playing in the Asian Games. In the final was with India. A lot of the boys were playing there, the national team player as well, and in our side also there were national players was also there. So in the final there was rain, and because of the point table, India got the gold medal and we got the silver. It was a good experience because of the playing in different countries and like China. So we were trying to win that gold medal, and we were near to it also. But unfortunately, the rain took all opportunity from us.
So Afghanistan will be taking part in the upcoming T20 World Cup. So, like, what are your personal expectations from the side?
I think inshallah they will do well, especially from our side. Our boys are very good, and all are T20 specialist players. So all have a leagues experience. All the guys have a good league experiences from last years and playing in good shape. So I hope they can make it to the next level the way we are and the way we took our standards very high. So I hope they will perform well, and I wish them good luck and to perform very well and make us proud from here.
Which match are you most excited about?
In the World Cup, our main the match will be against West Indies. On the day, if we beat West Indies, so we'll make through the next Super 8. So inshallah, our guys is doing well and have a good experiences in the West Indies as well. I hope they will make it on to beat the West Indies.
Which is your favorite IPL team?
Favorite IPL team is Gujarat.
Which team's performance was the most surprising for you for this season?
I think the way Sunrisers played, the way their approach to the game is something which is very needed for the T20 cricket format. Because they starts really well, they play freely well, so they have no fear in their head and heart. So they play freely. Cricket, that's what they played in this IPL very well, and that's something for every team need to adopt it because of the game of this T20 cricket is going in upcoming years. So you have to be, you should not scare from anything and play freely. As how this T20 cricket is made of.
Being a bowler, tell me honestly, do you like this approach of batters dominating the entire 40 overs in a match?
Being a bowler, to be honest, we when we play in Afghanistan, even there is always a batting friendly wicket, so that's why I start doing opening as well. So that's I think that's something unfair with the bowlers. There should be something equally with the bowlers and the batter. That's something if you dominant all the time, just batsmen hitting the boundaries. Sixes and fours. So that's something I think we are missing from the real cricket. There should be a spark in the bowling, something a spinner can get, something fast bowler can get. That's something we are missing, but there is a dominant game nowadays in T20.
Suppose you were a part of the IPL, which team would you have loved to be a part of?
I would love to be part of the in IPL. I would love to play for Rajasthan. But as you see the wickets, I saw the all IPL games. There was a very rare chances for a left-arm spinners to, because being a left-arm spinners, even Jadeja and Akshar Patel was struggling there. Being a spinner, finger spinner. So there is something, especially finger spinners rely on the wickets and on the situation a lot. If you get something support from the wicket, then you are very good. So most of the time, the wicket is flat, and the wrist spinner works a lot, like Rashid and Noor. For the wrist spinners, because of the spin and the involvement they get from it. So I think IPL before years, Jadeja was on the top in the IPL. So nowadays, it's hard to get a left-hand spinner on the top wicket list because of the flat wicket all T20 cricket have.
If you were a part of Rajasthan Royals and Rajasthan Royals were facing Sunrisers Hyderabad, what would have been your plan?
I think first of all, I think captain would not give me hours in the first 6 hours because they both are lefties, left-handed batsmen. So I think after when they got out, there is I think there is a good player of Klassen who is very good on the back foot as well. So it's all about keeping the game simple and do your best and try the game simple. If you got the support from the wicket, that's something which really gives the bowler an advantage. Otherwise, you will be struggling a lot playing in this kind of pitches, being a finger spinner. Even for any kind of spinner, it's hard to get. The boundaries is short and the wicket you don't get support, so it's really hard for the finger spinners.
Apart from Afghanistan, who is your favorite spinner of all time?
Abdullah Mazari.
Who are the 5 upcoming players from Afghanistan that we should keep an eye on?
I think there are many guys who are very good for the upcoming times if they believe and they work really hard for his future. So there is like a good player. There is 2-3 fast bowlers very good in Afghanistan, so they can bowl 145. If they improve well, now they are bowling 140, and they have a good pace as well. And as soon as they get smart enough then they will get to the international side as well. One is Khalil Ahmed, very good fast bowler. He played, I think, under 19 as well. One is Muhammad Gul, who is a very good fast bowler as well. He is a very smart boy. And the other from who will go good in international cricket, Uh, I think we haven't played like in Afghanistan national side yet. I think Wahid Zadran is also a good mystery spinner. So I hope
Okay.
he improve a lot his game and do well.
Any message for your fans who are there in India?
Actually, in India, a lot of the people there are a lot of loving people. They are very good, most welcome the guest, and especially as we went there, they treated us really well and with a lot of love we received from there in India because the people there living Afghanistan. A lot and they're hurt with us a lot and they always support us whenever we played. We once played against Bangladesh in India, Lucknow. So the whole crowd
Mhm.
was with us, even supporting us. So India, I think, is our second home because we played cricket a lot there. So we had many games there, and I think in future also there is a games will be in India as well. So
Okay.
that's something we really appreciated, and we also warm welcome and thanks to them who always supported our old guys. Especially Rashid gets a lot of loves from the people from India.
Yeah.
All the guys, we all I think if I say the Afghanistan team, the love received from India, that's we always thankful for them.
When you were there in India for the World Cup, there is a place called Lajpat Nagar in Delhi, and there like a lot of Afghan people live there, and a lot of Afghani restaurants and street foods are also there. So, did you had any chance of visiting that place while you were here in India during the World Cup?
Yeah, of course, because we were before the World Cup when we were playing there in the India before the World Cup as well. We were going there, Lajpat Nagar. There was Afghan food, Afghan friends living there, and even in the World Cup we went there, but there was a lot of Afghans were not there even because of the
Okay.
visa issues. So I hope that the day comes and we again start and move forward for the good relationships again for the people with India and Afghanistan to make it more smoother and more good and to make it more lovable